was going to go to law school, Junior G.
Oh.
I guess you just become an influencer now. Forget the real career. Guess
Do
that's
we
what's.
think we're getting a Sophia Umanksy podcast dropping soon
Oh God. Oh dear God. I didn't
with
even
Dear
think.
Media? Do we think it's coming?
Oh, please no. Please no. Sorry. Did I say that out loud? Whoops.
Oh, God.
No. Kyle's going to be on Lincoln Lawyer. That's like I don't know if she's going to have a big part, but Kyle got an actual acting gig on the Lincoln Lawyer on Hulu.
Good for KR, baby. Do you believe Andy on Howard Stern that he really doesn't know if Kyle is a lesbian, but he did think it was really like a big sign that she sat her girls down and said, "I'm having feelings for another woman." Do we believe Andy, or is Andy up to his
Well, I love how Andy, he always has an answer for everything. But
genius?
you don't fuck with the master of them all. I mean, he was a little sub bitch in a way to Howard. You know what I mean? Like, if anyone else asked this question, he'd be like, fuck off. I don't want to talk about it. Watch the Like, I thought Andy was like, you don't fuck with Howard Stern. Like, Andy was just kind of like, right? I don't know. I thought he was a little sub bitch a little bit when he was on Howard. As you should be when you're in the presence of greatness. By
Yeah,
the
fair
way,
enough. Fair enough. I just think it's just so diplomatic, right? He's so good at that. He's not
he
gonna out her.
claps back. He's clapping back at that. He's clapping back at all the people about Roni. She gets her panties in a bunch, that one. That Miss Cohen. Andy's clap back. No, I don't know. Do we have to watch Kyle again for another season? I think we do. I think we do.
Yes, of course. She's the
Okay.
star of that
She's
franchise.
she
And
is the
she
star.
takes our advice. She brings her C game. She is not going to show you. Although, I mean, I don't know if that's going to get Jenna Lyons fired or rehired, but you know, there it is. There it is.
Um, Camille, speaking of people, Camille, I mean, I call for Camille's RHOBH return. She
Oh,
has
why isn't that happening?
spoken out. Well, she spoke it out and said, "This see you next Tuesday is gonna lose her house." She's trying to throw Dorit's words back at her, and a lot of people are saying, "Don't kick her when she's down, Camille." And other people are saying, "You don't give one fuck. We need you back on the screen. You want Camille back on the
Yes, I'm with you.
right?" I think she's the one to bring back. She has money. She doesn't care.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, they seem to float her in and out. They did this season. Like, why not? Let's bring her back. Let's bring her.
Let's
Have
bring
you
her back.
heard any updates, by the way? Obviously, we know Garcelle's out. Do we know anything else yet confirmed for Beverly Hills?
No. Nope.
Interesting. We've gone back and forth that basically everyone is back, including Erica.
I don't think we know
I
anything for
I
sure,
know. I
darling.
I know that's a source when from Reality Blurb. So we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I mean, that's not exactly the source here. A reality blurb. Come on now. I guess with shade, with prejudice, that was meant.
Okay.
You know who's really doing good, I feel, in interviews?
Who?
I love watching an interview where I just feel the person is being authentic. This Kristen Doute, she's really, I mean, Kristen Doute is just, I'm sorry. She was just on Entertainment Tonight. And like she does it, it's not a canned answer. They asked her about, do you still think Janet's a fan? I mean, she's like, well, I mean, Janet told us she was a fan of Vanderpump Rules, and I stand by that. She got on the show. And the next thing I know, she was trying to be Stassi or Sheena or Lala. It's that simple. This is not the Janet I know. And I mean, where's my friend? So Janet changed. But then they asked her about Vanderpump. And she's like, look,
It was
she's
good.
right. She's like, and she's just cool. And she's not even trying for a soundbite. She's like, look, you know what it is I love? It's like for everyone out there that's sitting in a cubicle now, whose boss is telling them what to do. The great thing is when you're not at the job anymore, the person's no longer your boss. Like Lisa is Kristen's colleague at this point, right? They're both on reality TV. I mean, she is your executive producer. She might hate you, but she's not going to fire you. You are the star of the show. So I just think it's funny that Kristen's like, I'm not waiting tables at Sir. Like, this is my colleague. So she's not trying to slam her. She's just being honest. And she's like, look, we're never going to be friends. We are so different. She's like, I don't agree with half the things she says. And the guy's like what? And she's like, the way she just supports all the toxic treatment from James and Tom Sandoval and just knocks all of us women. So, I mean, basically, she was saying, I don't respect Lisa Vanderpump at all. I thought it was really funny. And then they were like, well, she's like, oh, if I see her, I'll be cordial. And they're like, well, maybe one day she'll apologize to you. And Kristen burst out laughing. And she's like, pigs would have to fly with a sparkle pink dust for that to happen. I thought it was great.
It was great. I did too. I thought it was, it's hard to get a real answer out of people. So I thought that was
Hmm.
very real. And when LVP still has a lot of pull at the network, but
Hmm.
Lisa's very smart. I think Lisa knows a certain amount of drama is so good for ratings and the show and
She gets a percentage, but she laughed in
yeah.
Lisa Vanderpump's face, which I thought was funny. And then they brought up the cooks. They're like, well, Lisa said her favorite, they showed the cooks, and Kristen's like, oh, please, those cooks love me. I'm sorry. Kristen Doute is just the best thing, I think, on all of Bravo. I think she's the best one on the whole damn network right now. Give
Oh,
her
I like that. I like
her
that
her
endorsement.
and Dorit.
Oh, I love
I
Dorit.
have a thing for Dorit. I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with our miserable
I'm
fucking high school because it was a miserable high school. I just have a thing for Dorit.
look, I love Dorit too. I like that whole RHOBH cast. I don't mind any of them.
Well, I think you're going to see them all back very soon.
Great. I like Bose. I think to me, Garcelle had it, so that's good. I love our Sutton. I like Kath. I love more of Kath in the mix, but I think Kath is probably happy exactly where it's at. She's sprinkled in for comedic relief and support for Kyle, and that is it. And I think it keeps Kathy, you're in it, but you're not like being torn apart.
The perfect job.
Perfect job. Perfect job. Kathy gets to do the perfect job. Yeah. So good. Hey, while we're on RHOBH in that realm, Teddi Mellencamp,
I knew
to me,
it.
talk to me. You know, it appears, and I truly pray, pray, pray. I know June 1 coming right up is like the big day for Teddi because doctors will kind of have a sense of like, are these immunotherapies working? Are there any tumors left? Like, what's our prognosis? But she's moving forward now with Edwin with her divorce. What did you make of that?
Well, I've made quite a bit of this apparently.
Well, well, well.
Well. David always has something to say. Well, Edwin, I believe has answered a complaint. Like I think she filed something last and then, the stuff came back, the cancer, and then we had the pause. So I think he was answering, yeah, something and now it's moving forward. Look, I
Yes.
I live in the real world. I live in the real world. I can't help my mind goes to real world stuff. My mind will always go to business. We all know that my emotions are lacking, and I just go right to the business of it all. Is it possible? Because everyone's criticizing Edwin. Look, if Teddi were to pass away today or tomorrow, and she doesn't have a will, mind you, even with a will, as you're finding out with your uncle at the
Oh,
moment,
Lord God. Yeah.
even with a will, like my friend
So
just
much
lost
work.
his grandmother and he lost his mother, so he's involved, like the grandmother stuff. And I was like, sweetie, like, what? He thought this was going to be over in a week. I'm like, honey, probate is a year.